It is Thursday, the 14th of June. I almost said April because that's my brother's birthday, but um yeah, I started work last week and I forgot to do a vlog. I think I blamed it on Ian because honestly it's his fault. But basically I work at Oak Tree Villa, I think I've said before. It's an assisted living home, aka like an old folks home. Um and some some facts, some frequently asked questions. No, I do not have to spoon feed them. No, people don't spoon feed them here. And yes, it is fun. Um, so I had work for 6 days last week, and then I got off on Saturday, and I didn't have work again until today. Or I got off Sunday, I'm sorry, I didn't have work till today. So I went home from Monday, and then I left today on Thursday. It was super fun. I didn't get to see Katie Giblin. She went to San Francisco one day. But I did get to see Melissa, who I haven't seen in like 6 months, Christy and Taylor, who I haven't seen in a couple weeks, but before that, months, and Rosie, who I haven't seen in months, and Perry, who I haven't seen in weeks. But it was super cool. Especially last night was super fun. Or just yesterday in general. Melissa, Taylor Campbell, and I tried to beat Crash Bandicoot, and I realized that like me and Melissa probably like never really got past like the first like level, or like the first like land, like the first 6 levels, because all the levels that we hated were all in the first one. Um, which I thought was funny, and they were honestly a lot easier than they were when we were young. So like maybe we've improved on our video game skills, but it was really fun, and like we had a lot of popcorn and drank a lot of root beer. And then we waited for Christy to get off work, and we went to Modesto to see Rosemary. And then we went to BJ's family restaurant. I made a lot of BJ jokes. No one laughed at them, especially not Melissa. Or maybe she laughed at one or two, but whatever. Like, I never really drink soda anymore, and so yesterday at BJ's family restaurant, they have like homemade root beer and free refills, and I had like a lot. No, I had two, but still 2 whole things of soda. That's a lot. And then I had a can of root beer at Melissa's house, so I was literally bouncing off the walls. And I got Cinnabon, and all of it was worth it. And it was just so much fun. It reminded me of a lot of different times in my life. Like, we were texting Perry weird things, and that reminded me of 8th grade. And like when we were playing Crash Bandicoot, that reminded me of 8th grade. And just like being weird and psycho reminded me of just a lot of different times. And so it was like really awesome seeing my 4 best friends. And yeah, and then this morning I woke up and Perry scared me half to death because he came over to my house. He came over to my house. He drove a car to my house. Can you believe it? I was so shocked. I was like, I really didn't think you were going to be here. And so that was super nice, because it's just like when you wake up and literally the first thing you see is the person who you're in love with. I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to start, but basically it was awesome because he also made me breakfast. Isn't that sweet? I need to have him around more. But yeah, so for the rest of the week, I'm working. I actually just found out I have work on Warp Tour. So I'm gonna try to switch shifts with someone. I don't have to work on Father's Day, so I'm thinking like I'll convince someone who's working on Warp Tour to or I'll convince someone who's working on Father's Day and who would want Father's Day off to switch with me on Warp Tour, because like Father's Day, I feel like that's like a hot commodity to want off, you know? And since I have to work the night before and the night after, I feel like it's not really plausible, or not plausible, that's not the word, feasible to go home for one day, even though I'd really like to, because we're having a barbecue for my grandpa. I'm ranting a lot right now. I don't know why. I think it's just because I love everyone and everything right now. But basically, yeah, that's me. That's my life. Disneyland tickets have gone up, if you guys are wondering. I have a $43 late book fine, Um, it was less than a month late. What is a $10 processing fee? I literally have no idea. They billed me, they put a $3 charge on it because they sent me a letter about it. Like, did I ask them to send a letter? No. And I had already turned the book in. I don't get it. But anyway, so that's my life. Oh, I'm getting a cat. Kitty Gilbin will be happy to know. From Rachel Babel. My kitty, her name is Padme. She's black and fluffy and she has no tail. She's living with Jared Kahn right now, who's Rachel's boyfriend, who also lives in Capitola, because I can't have cats at my current house, but I can have them at my next house. So yeah, I'll be getting a cat in 16 days. And yeah, right now she's just living with Jared, and I hope she doesn't get too attached to Jared because I'm her mom. Me, okay? So tomorrow's payday. Gotta get some new black pants because mine shrunk in the dryer. Gotta get some new black socks. Oh, and since you guys waited to the end of the video, I'll tell you a good story about my work. Well, I have a lot, but today, this is probably the best one. Yeah, I'm not supposed to say, I don't think I'm supposed to talk about things that happen at work with the residents, but I'll just say that there was a verbal altercation today at work. It was scary, entertaining, and definitely livened things up. And they were not in my section. Thank God. I would have not known what to do. Yeah, so basically, I've had a pretty awesome week because I've got to see almost all of my best friends, and it was just amazing. I was happy to be back in Santa Cruz because the weather's really nice here. Really a lot cooler than back home. Um, but yeah, that's all I really have to say. I hope everybody has a great rest of their Thursday and a wonderful Friday. It's payday for me, so I get to go buy stuff for work. And have like a great weekend. I hope some of my BFFs come up next week. And Perry will be someday on whatever day Warp Tour is. So, yeah, I love you guys a lot and have the sweetest dreams in the world.